Welcome. Welcome, everyone, as we start to come in here to the final charity stream, final charity bonus stream for raising money to support the relief efforts from the earthquakes that hit Turkey and Syria. Appreciate everyone who's going to come watch this, because we are in for, whatever the opposite of a treat is. I've been dreading this one quite a bit. We're here for the Doomsday League, which was the initial final stretch goal of my charity stream. I was like, I'll never help raise $1,000 for charity. That's insane. And then we broke that goal before I even started my first, the initial charity stream. So I had to make a bunch more bonus things after that. But this one was just like, I really don't want to play Doomsday. No one's ever gonna make me do this. And yet here we are. I put it all the way at the end of the month, so I didn't have to think about it. And also because I had, stuff I wanted to prepare for, Legacy Showcase, playing Legacy at the NRG, stuff like that. And now there's nothing to do. No excuses. We gotta cast some Doomsdays. Not something I'm the most amped about, but I think that's why the people are here to begin with. I literally just yoinked this list from Max Storshin, a known Doomsday aficionado. I said, please hand me the turboiest Doomsday list you possibly can. I can't be here like casting Baleful Strixes and Murktide regions. That feels like cheating. I feel like in order to pay penance, I need to be casting the card Doomsday as much as possible. So here we are with our stupid personal tutor. 7 rituals. I didn't even know this was. Is this like? I don't know anything about Doomsday. Like, this is all stock for ramping out your Doomsdays now. We have a small sideboard plan that, I think is mainly, you board in Shieldred versus... I don't actually know how to sideboard this deck at all, so it's just going to be a blind panic every time we try to sideboard. I know the Relic is for Endurance, and you bring in the Force Negations versus combo in Prison, and that's about the extent of my knowledge. But yeah, there's Dothy Voidwalker, which is apparently the new hotness in both tempo and turbo as a weird sideboard plan. It's good against the graveyard decks, which are kind of out and about lately. And then it also is good against fair decks, or so I am told. Fair non-delver. And of course, Max had to put this Massacre in here just to make fun of me personally. I think this Massacre probably doesn't exist in most lists, but... Max added it for the full Rubbins. Crop Duster. Yes, this is basically the opposite of Maverick. All the colors Maverick isn't. Maverick sometimes plays red, right? You cast your 3-drop in and then win the game instead of casting Knight of the Reliquary and dying. Dog, not right now. Leave me alone. This is not something I've been psyched for. But... we will do it nevertheless. So the reason I'm not mentally prepared for this league is because I hate trying to piece together a puzzle like the one that Doomsday presents, where oftentimes you'll have to play around a lot of things that you don't know are going to happen. It's kind of like your losses, right? Loss 1, loss 2, loss 3 that I made that tweet about and that we talked about during the showcase stream. It's which loss do you hate the most? I hate the losses where I don't know if I did the right thing, and it's hard for me to figure that out, and I feel like that's going to be some Doomsday lines, where it's alright, I'm going to take this line that beats Chalice of the Void, Trinisphere, and then you get Blood Moon, and it's just was there a pile that beat all of these? Did I just, get unlucky? Was I supposed to build the pile that beat, Blood Moon and Trinisphere, and, not Chalice on 2 or something? Stuff like that, and I don't know. That, and I also just hate casting, cantrips. Very blue adverse in Legacy. So we will kicked out. Come on. Nope, get your claws out of my shirt. Come on. Thank you. Alright. So, without any more stalling or anything, I guess one more thing to stall is I will plug our Tiltify donation link, !donate in the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, I probably have closed the Tiltify link by then, but appreciated anyone who donated anything. If we hit $3,250, which last I checked was a little more than $300 away, then we will play an Amulet Titan League after this, which is also my most hated deck from Modern instead of Legacy. So we are more close than I would feel comfortable with hitting that goal as well. So we'll see if this also turns into an impromptu Amulet League at the end of the stream. We got 5 rounds to get through. Let's play some Magic. Hello, Fish Duggery. Oh God, I'm so scared. I don't want to do this fucking shit. All right, so what do we got? I feel like this is gotta be a mulligan. How many lands does this deck even play? It's like 17 or something. 16. Oh God, 15. You don't really count the Cavern for casting anything relevant. This can't be a keep, right? You thought seize, then don't have ugly land to brainstorm. Snap keep, you have turn 1 cycle. Wow, you don't even have to lose life off your fetch. You can just sack the Flooded Strain to draw a card. This feels like it is a mulligan. And these are the things that I'm going to suffer through. Because, like, I guess you can fetch Underground Sea, Thought Seize. And then if you get Wastelanded, you cycle the Edge of Autumn. You have 2 draw steps, source another land, of which you only have 15. Probably just mulligan. I don't think, like, this is the only card that finds us Doomsday. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Maybe I'm just super wrong. Alright, never mind. We have turn 1 Doomsday. Can't be wrong. Wait, this doesn't kill, right? I can't kill with no more mana, even with a Street Wraith. No, I have 1 black mana, technically, right? I could go Swamp, Dark Writ, Cabal Writ, Doomsday with 1 black floating, but I don't think that does anything. Notably, we could just, like, put Force of Will on the top of our pile and, like, Street Wraith into it if we want. Keep this bottom of Personal Tutor. Turn 1 Dark Writ Doomsday. Oh God, now did I have to figure out a pile? Oh, my brain. I knew I was going to be casting Doomsdays, but I didn't want it to be like this. Keep Personal Tutor, Dark Writ Doomsday. Maybe they'll just Force a Will me and we'll be fine, huh? We aren't backseating, but I think you should get 5 cards in your Doomsday. No, you're allowed to backseat, just not while there's a Doomsday on the stack. Force a Will, Force a Will, Force a Will, Thassa's Oracle. That feels like a bad pile. Alright, mate. I'm praying we just get this Doomsday Force Willed and we just lose on the spot. Bottom this Personal Tutor. Maybe, like, the second Personal Tutor is better than the Cabal Writ, because I don't really see... No, because if we do get this Force Willed, we want to, like, find a blue source, Personal Tutor for Doomsday, and then we can, like, Cabal Writ Doomsday again. Alright. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, thank God! We didn't have to resolve this! Alright, well, they force pitched Emery. Alright, 8 cast then. We should cycle in response to hit Force Will? Oh, that would have been smart, huh? Because we're probably gonna have to cycle this anyway. I guess if we draw land, we don't want to cycle though, right? Because we just cast Personal Tutor. Oh, well, now we have to cycle. And it wouldn't have been Force Will, but oh, there we go. Alright, so now Since this is just 8 casts, we can fetch Underground Sea. And we just personal tutor for Doomsday. Because now we have Cabal Writ Doomsday. Eight cast, which means we're playing against what, Force of Will and Chalice and something that could come off this Urza's Saga. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna cast my fucking spells. They have second Force of Will, they got me. Oh god damn it! Alright, I'm gonna be that type of Doomsday player that I hate playing against in leagues where I take like 7 minutes to make this pile. Oh Christ. So they're gonna make a 3/3 that can attack me. So I want to win next turn, but I also have to be wary of getting chaliced and or getting Force of Willed, right? Oh Christ. I'm going to, what, 8 life after this? And then they can make a construct, untap, make another construct, get a 1 CMC card, have 3/3. I'm going to at least 5, maybe less. I don't feel like we can beat a lot, especially because this Ponder isn't like a Brainstorm or something. I feel like I'm just going to put a bunch of Cyclers in my pile and just pray they don't find Force of Will. There's no, like, Saga Bullet that fucks me up here, right? Just, like, Shadow Spear could add some extra damage or something. So I just want, like, double edge in my pile. I definitely want a Thassa's Oracle in my pile. I also need a blue source, right? Like, I can't... So what's gonna happen? I need to draw 2 cards, which means I could draw LED for turn, cast Ponder, crack for triple blue, Ponder into edge. Oh god. Ponder into like edge Street Wraith. You shouldn't be making a pile. They countered the first one. I thought I was safe. I guess I could just I could find a land, right? I don't need to do that unless I want to cast the Ponder. I could just draw edge. No, because I can't draw multiple cards unless I cast this Ponder, right? So I need the LED. I think I'm just gonna build a pile that beats nothing and then die. Because I don't think I can beat anything. Because I need to kill them next turn. And I don't think I can beat it. So I just draw LED, cast LED, play Ponder, hold priority, crack for triple blue, Ponder into a bunch of... Ponder into a bunch of Cyclers, and just cycle Thoracle, right? Ponder into Cycler, cycle, Thoracle. If I go to like 2 though, then I die, right? If they deal me 6, which seems unlikely. I think it's gonna be edge, LED, Thoracle. Because this Ponder, Ponder not being a Brainstorm makes this way more awkward, huh? Alright, yeah. Draw LED. Alright, so how do I make the stack? Put the cards on. So the first card I click... Alright, you guys can backseat for this. Right? If I click the first card, it goes onto the bottom of my library, right? I'm stacking the cards one by one, so the first card I click on is going to be on the bottom. Yeah, no backseating on piles. Stacking bottom to top, okay. So put the Thoracle on the bottom, and then cycle, doesn't matter, I just need to cantrip. and then LED on the top. And I die to Chalice of the Void or Force of Will. I feel like there's a way I could stack this where I could potentially draw the Thoracle with one card in my library but cycle into it if I need to, but I don't know. Alright. It alternates bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. I'm so unhappy. Someone please tell me what the good pile there was. I feel like there had to have been a pile that beats more than nothing, right? And I think I also lose to get them getting this construct to a 6/6. Oh, Pithing Needle on a Cycler? Oh, I am a fucking idiot. I should put the Thoracle 1 thing lower. So I could draw the... So I could... Because if they Needle Edge, then the Thoracle's stuck on the bottom, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, we're gonna die. That's what I was thinking. I wanted something underneath. Yeah. Because this way, I could draw to 4 cards, ponder to 3 cards, draw the Street Wraith, cycle to 2 cards, and still win. Fuck. Alright, we did kill ourselves. Street over Wraith because of Needle and Construct size. Alright, yeah, I think we are dead, though. Specifically because I put the Thoracle on the bottom. Hit Shuffle and hit Wraith to Oracle. Yeah, that is a plan. That is fair. It is technically live. Yes, I think if I had stacked this with the Edge, Street Wraith, but then, like, I don't know what I'm doing with the last card. Yeah, then Consider should have been in the pile then. Chat's right. Yeah, because I have the extra blue mana. Because I have 1 extra blue, so I should put Consider in the pile to maneuver around. Because I had, like, 1 dead card, and I just ended up with another Cycler that definitely lost me this game. I mean, not yet. It hasn't lost us this game yet. Hold control. Ponder. So we stack this however we want. Alright, chat. Do you believe? Alright, we tried. Notably, I think none of our piles could actually beat a Force Will or Chalice of the Void, but we could definitely beat a Pithing Needle. I think that's the takeaway we should have played around. So how the fuck am I supposed to board in this matchup? This matchup's a little weird because it's a Stompy adjacent matchup where you'd want stuff like this against Chalice of the Void, but then also it's a Force of Will matchup, which makes your Force negations worse. Cat or dog, not right now. Well, I know Baleful Strix. We're casting Doomsday here, Sam. We can't be fucking casting Baleful Strix and Murktide Regent. We're putting Doomsday on the stack as many times as we can. I mean, I have to assume this card is good against 8 cast, right? It's got Return All Artifacts on it. Question is if we want these other cards. I don't think so. I think Force Negation's more for, like, Stompy matchups where... Or combo matchups, obviously. And then Stompy matchups where they have a ton of hate permanents. Like, they have, like, Trinisphere, Blood Moon, Chalice the Void, like, Moon Stompy sort of deal. I don't think you need Force Negations versus 8 cast. And also, combo deck, board lightly, all that other stuff. Because, like, you're only really targeting Chalice the Void with this, right? And just, like, we could board in, like, 2 bounce spells instead. Cut God knows what. Got a donation. I have 1 minute to finish sideboarding. Pistuggery, thanks for the $5, donating 5 in honor of the impending 05. What the fuck do I cut in this deck? I hate sideboarding with combo decks. Like, do I want to cut discard spells? Probably not on the play. Maybe cut some number of discard spells on the draw, but I can see just, like, these griefs look cuttable, you know? Just call it a day. We'll do it. Go like that. Is this the enemy? This is, in fact, the enemy. Exclamation point donate finds the donation link. Alright, we have Doomsday. We cannot personal tutor for Dark Ritual. I think this is still a keep. We have, like, Borrower for, like, bullshit. We have... The awkward thing is this personal tutor is, like, kind of dead, because we already have Doomsday. You don't really personal tutor for a lot else. But, like, Ponder for Petal or Ritual gets us turn 2 Doomsday. We could Ponder for, like, Force of Will to protect it. We have Borrower to deal with, like, Chalice of the Void. I think this is a keep. Am I supposed to just, like, flippantly throw this Street Wraith to the wind and try to, like, just Mize a Dark Ritual off the top of my deck? I don't think I am. There's, like, personal tutor for, like, discard if you want to, like, play it safe, but this doesn't feel like the matchup for that. I'm gonna cast Ponder, like a true blue mage. Just Ponder go. Ooh, nice. Lotus Petal. So Lotus Petal lets us cast Doomsday next turn. I guess the personal tutor will be good after we get Force Willed. So I want to play out the Lotus Petal now, play around like Chalice on 0. This is not really a Chalice on 0 deck. But what do I want to draw after that? We're gonna fetch, so it doesn't actually matter. Oh no, we're gonna draw one of these. Probably want the cantrip. Have I converted to our... I have not converted yet. I've died once. I think most Doomsday players could have won that game. But I am not most Doomsday players. What's gonna happen to me? I'm constantly terrified. So I could notably wait, depending on what they do that's scary, right? I could, like, try to personal tutor a Thoughtseize or something. If they, like, take a very slow start that's, like, very clearly indicative that they have Force of Wills, then maybe it's fine to just personal tutor Thoughtseize or something. Is that weird? This seems, like, more reasonable than personal tutoring a second D-Day after I get Force of Willed, right? Like, their hand very much indicates that we're going slow. So I could consider fetch tutor Thoughtseize. I need another land to like Thoughtseize go off in the same turn. I could just personal tutor for Thoughtseize, cast Thoughtseize, say go. It's like not unreasonable here. They have so many discard. They have like so much protection and stuff, and counter spells. I almost just cast a personal tutor. We should probably fetch before we do that, huh? It's a little awkward that I'm, like, burning this Street Wraith, right? Or am I happier considering to, like, sculpt? And then 7 cards in hand, then just draw the Thoughtseize after. I think we'll consider first. Oh, don't want that. That's a good land. At least. Land means we can go off after Thoughtseizing them. Thoughtseize worse than Duress is better than Thoughtseize, right? Because I just don't want to take damage. Suspect you want the considering your hand to draw into the pile. Well, not if we're just jamming on 3 mana, had no leftover mana. But I guess that is something to think about. We could have just drawn a land next turn. But I think Duress will do everything I want it to in this matchup. It's the first time I've seen you playing a bad deck. You'd think that this is the first time you've seen me playing a good deck. Show the face up Thoracle is the first card in the file. I'll ask for concession. Yeah, I should have tried that. Hey, can you please concede? I don't want to resolve this. What's gonna happen to me? Sigh? Sure. It is pressure, certainly. Duress you. Alright, well, I feel like we just got a slam, right? I could win the game, but it's against my religion to cast this. We could just, like, bounce the Sigh? Nope, Jack says slam. Bouncing Sigh seems like the least Doomsday line I've ever heard of. Oh god, now we're here again. We have a Street Wraith in our hand. We're going to 9 life, going to 8 life from this Sigh. So we have a lot of things we can do here. We also have a bounce spell in our hand, notably. So I think Brainstorm is supposed to be at the top of this pile. Put an Ancestral Recall in belt. That's what I just said. Thalia's crying. I'm crying. I'm having a terrible time. Alright, click on this Thassa's Oracle so don't forget about it. Is there a world that I can Cavern of Souls this Thoracle? I think there is, right? If I go, like, Brainstorm, LED. Oh god. It's making me so uncomfortable. Ask which rhetorical should be banned too. Oh yeah, that's sorry. Yes, please do not help me at all. I am just trying to voice my logic out loud. So, alright, so what did we click on? Brainstorm, LED, Thoracle right now. So, we draw our Brainstorm, we're at 6 life. We go to 8. No, we go to 9, we get attacked down to 8. Please put Force of Will on top. I guess we could cycle into a Force. No, I'm not listening to chat. Shut up, chat. We're at 8. We have a Cycler in hand. We have a bounce spell if they cast, like, Chalice of the Void. So we can even, like, Brazen Borrow a Chalice of the Void, have the Brainstorm, cast Brainstorm with no mana left, draw into LED. I don't think we have enough card. Oh, God. I hate this. What should I say after you're done resolving it, or is that rude? Jamie? Oh, you can tell me what the good line is after I'm done resolving this so I can feel like an idiot. That's totally fine. I'm sure there's just like a fucking snap Doomsday player. Oh, wow, I have 10 minutes on the clock? Oh, well, we'll just die. There's gotta be a way that you can, like, draw your deck in Cavern of Souls from this position, I think. Wait until after, yeah. Well, you know, you can say it after I choose the pile, I think. Borrower the Chalice. Cast Brainstorm, draw LED. Thoracle. I hate this. There's got to be a way that this makes sense, right? Draw LED. Something. Consider. Put back the street. No, because then I don't have any mana after that, so I have no mana available if I borrow her into Brainstorm. But I can borrow her into Street Wraith and just try to kill from there. Put LED on top. Draw the LED. Play the LED. Cycle. Crack the LED in response. Hit Consider. Consider. Mill over a card. Draw a Cycler. Wait, so is that the play? This play doesn't get to Cavern of Souls, though. not the time. Because we need to draw 2 cards in order to... They don't have Force of Will, so let's just kill them instead. Instead of trying to figure out how to find Cavern of Souls. So what was my plan? LED, Thoracle, Cycler, Consider? Oh, there's a Consider in my yard. Cool. So we're going to draw the LED, play the LED, cycle Street Wraith, crack for triple blue. Draw Consider, 3 cards in library, mill over, a random card, draw Cycler, cycle to Thoracle, kill them, right? That's a plan that beats nothing. If they needle edge. Hey, dog, not right now. Get out of here. I'm in the middle of a very stressful match. Street Wraith. We'll mill the Street Wraith, it's fine. Finished searching. Done. Pretty sure they have Torpor Orb. Well, I mean, we have a bounce spell. We don't care about a Torpor Orb. Alright, so we put the Thoracle on the bottom. No backseating while the Doomsday is on the stack, yes. Thoracle is on the bottom. Cycle, consider, LED. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, we can talk about like other pile options once the pile's locked in. Once chat can't affect my decision making of like, oh, we should have put this in the pile. Now we get milled. Alright. Hold control. I feel like I'm gonna just die here. Don't counter this, please. We did it! We won a game! We didn't plan to beat Forceful at all, and then they didn't draw it. I had so much extra mana there. There had to have been a way that you could beat, like, you could, like, have the bounce spell, then also find the Cavern of Souls. You put another Cycler on top, you could draw into Cavern instead. What, just, like... Don't draw LED, just like cycle. Problem is you have to draw two cards, right? But we have a Cycler in hand, so we just need to. Yeah, wait, no, because that doesn't. Does that beat Pithing Needle though? Because we need extra mana if we need to cast the bounce spell, right? We don't have enough mana to go off if we. Well, I guess if they cast a hate card, we can just pass again. Like, we can, like, pass and cast the bounce spell and then untap. Cavern is mana. Wait, does that work? We had 3 mana. If the pile is just... Yeah, we take out the Consider, too. It's just, like, 3 cycles. Thoracle Cavern, right? And that works? Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, they probably name Edge of Autumn if we, like, cycle Truth in response to a needle. They named Edge the first game. You only need 4 for... Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think the best pile was 3 Cyclers, Thoracle, Cavern. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you can just cycle through everything in response to the needle. Yeah, I was thinking about other stuff too, like Chalice of the Void. But I guess it doesn't actually matter, because if we, like... I guess it beats, like, Torpor Orb, specifically. Because, like, Chalice on 2 is pretty unlikely there. And we also have Cavern and aren't actually casting any spells. So maybe... Yeah, maybe the issue... So I did tunnel in on the LED, but that's also because I tunneled in on the bounce spell. But maybe we just, like, didn't really care about the bounce spell? Yeah, I think the play is just, like, Triple Cycler, Thoracle, Cavern that beats, like, basically everything. Yeah, they would need, like, 2... Yeah. Needle plus, like, a Torpor Orb or something. Yeah, that'll make sense. Alright, we gotta play fast, because... Oh, no, I forgot to board back in other cards. Whatever. This hand doesn't do it, right? This LED is a blank. Hercules is nice, but we need more mana to cast this Doomsday. I think this is a mulligan. I would keep, but that's because I believe in myself. We are on the draw. All right. Monkeys Can't Cry. Doomsday Expert has told us that we should keep. I also believe in us. That we won't get chaliced. Or maybe we do get chaliced and we just draw the second land and then we can still just Doomsday. Or we can, like, Hercules recall. So we got stuff here. All right, I'll keep this. There's no chance we could lose. What? That's cheating, opponent. You're not allowed to cast Chalice of the Void. The fuck is this shit? Wow! Monkeys Can't Cry did believe in us, and we actually just drew the Dark Ritual. We could have had Thoughtseize into turn 1 Doomsday, even. I think I'm supposed to cast this? But then my opponent just Chalice avoided me. Wait. So now we could end step Hercules recall them and then go for it if we want. Which is maybe a consideration. If we draw a land, we could even Thoughtseize them first. I do kind of like this, honestly. I'm in for this. Wow, they got nothing else. I think feels like this was a keep on this. Oh, never mind. They're just drawing more cards. Oh, was I supposed to, like... No, there's no point that I could Hercules them for any profit there. Everything costs, like, no mana, and they have a bunch of mana up still. 2 cards in hand. There you have representing 1 power this turn. Feeling okay. Hercules end a turn into Dark Ritual Doomsday and Prey. Sure. They know I have a Dark Ritual in my hand. You can have your Chalice of the Void back, opponent. Land? 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 Not land. Alright, well, going for it. Oh, God damn it, why did they keep letting it resolve? I can't... Oh, Christ. Now we know they have a Chalice of the Void in hand, and we have nothing useful in our hand. Besides this LED. But they could easily Chalice for 2 if they want to next turn. So we have to be cognizant of that. Is it just... We can't draw 2 cards, right? But we can't wait multiple turns. Otherwise, we're gonna very likely die. We have this LED, so we could just play LED and just do 4 Cyclers Thoracle, and then... But no, then we can't beat the Chalice on 2. 3 Cyclers Thoracle Cavern of Souls? And just... Thoracle with one thing in the library, and if they Chalice on 2, is there any way to beat a Chalice on 2? I feel like there's not, right? Could someone please ban this thing? I don't have time for this. I don't know how to ban them. Mods, please, where are you? Oh, figured it out. Goodbye. Because I don't know if there's a way to beat Chalice on 2 while considering that they could just put the Chalice on 1 to try to blank some other choice. So I think I'm just going to go with my gut, because also I don't have a lot of time left. And that's just going to be Cavern of Souls, Thassa's Oracle, Cycle, and just put Thoracle. Go with my gut. So I want to put Thoracle in the middle, I think. So it's going to be Cavern of Souls, Street Wraith. Oh no, I can't cycle the second edge. I can't cycle the second edge. That's bad, huh? So I actually have to put the edge on the very bottom because it's actually worthless. I can only cycle the second edge if I draw the Cavern of Souls. And if I have the Cavern of Souls and the Thoracle mana, that's like way too much time. So that doesn't help. So I think I just go Edge, Cavern, Thoracle, Street Wraith, Edge. And if they Chalice on 2, I just wait a turn. I think I can maybe live. And then uncounterable Thoracle with 1 card in the library because it's the Edge of Autumn. Cavern. Thoracle. Yeah. I mean, except for the obvious don't put a double edge in the pile with 1 land, yes. I think it's unlikely that they could present lethal and also put the Chalice on 2. The likely outcome here is that they cast the Chalice on 2, and then we just wait. Then they Pithing Needle me. That's fine, we can beat that. Because we have the LED. We don't... Oh no, because we can't use the LED if I draw the Thoracle. But no, we just let the Pithing Needle happen. Draw the second Cycler. This is actually kind of awkward. I don't think this is the best pile I've ever made. Actually, it might be, considering how bad those first 2 piles were. Look, if they Thran Foundry me, they got it. They can have this W. Because this way, also, if they don't Chalice on 2, I can just duress them and then go off. I'm so stressed. I notably cannot actually beat a removal spell. Like, if they just, like, get Aether Spellbomb, I can't beat that. I mean, I probably can't, because I can't cycle that last card. Cycle to the last card very easily. We will see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're currently still 1 mana off from being able to make a construct and Chalice on 2 me. Oh god. I think I came close to having a good pile for this one. We could have enough mana to Thoracle. We could maybe cast Thoracle twice, yeah. Depending on how this goes. Just cast the Chalice on 1. What's this? Oh, okay, now they have enough mana to make a construct. And Chalice on 2 me. Odawara, my LED Chalice on 0? Make a construct? Does that beat me? It might, right? That might just win. because they can make a construct. It's like gigantic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that beats me, right? Although I think the Chalice on 2 plus make a construct also would have beaten me in this line, and it was probably a lot safer. Contract plus Emery attack means we can't cycle Wraith. Yeah, that was my thought. Why'd they leave the pedal in play? Keep the construct bigger? No, they sacked an... Oh, no, yeah, they sacked the Opal because the Opal can't make the construct bigger. It might just be lethal, right? 6, 7, 8. No, it puts me to 1 if they have nothing else. No, they just get Shadow Spear if that's in their deck, and then I actually just die here. Alright, I feel much less bad about this loss specifically, because they definitely got me. My first loss was certainly avoidable. Yeah, if they have Shadow Spear, it's lethal. And if it's not, then, like, yeah, they can Needle Edge of Autumn and put me to 1, which is just also very lethal. Yeah, alright, fair enough. You got me, opponent. Fair play. Don't know if there was a good choice for me that game. We had to resolve 3 Doomsdays, so I think we're getting our money's worth, though. Really hoping you queue into Dukes. What's Dukes playing right now? Does he look like Painter with Callum right now? How's that matchup? Can't be very good, right? This hand has one piece of the combo, not the other piece. All it has is a Consider for digging, so I have to imagine it's a mulligan. Also, like, can't use this Grief if we want to keep our Dark Ritual around. This hand seems a lot better. We could technically Thoughtseize them before we Doomsday them. Dark Grit, Thoughtseize, Cabal Writ, Doomsday. Put the LED on the bottom. I keep getting tricked by this LED, so I just don't want it in my hand. Edge of Autumn plus LED might be, like, a way to kill in the same turn. Petal? Swamp Hex Mage, huh? I feel like we might have actually been able to one-turn kill, right? With a Cycler and an LED. If we just, like, bottomed, like, the Thoughtseize or something. Wouldn't that have just been, like, lethal? I feel like we're just going to get Dark Depths next turn, so we have plenty of time to try to kill them. And by plenty of time, I mean we just need to set up a kill next turn. So I could fetch now, rather than try to put an island in my pile. But then I open myself up to getting Wastelanded. But I think Wasteland's very beatable from this position, especially because we have, like, the Edge of Autumn. I almost just cast the Thoughtseize. I think you like playing with lighter pile, but it won't make your pile easy. Yeah. I don't want to have a land in my pile because I don't want to fucking think about it. Whoa. Alright. Opponent certainly sending a message. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a turn 1 kill if I had kept the LED, huh? But it wouldn't have been, like, with the Thoughtseize backup, so it's reasonable to, like, not go for that, right? I think we can pretty easily beat a 2020 here. That's, like, the only threatening thing. We just, like, put a bunch of cyclers, and then we win, right? Do I need a plan to beat, like, Wasteland, just in case? Like, if I get Wastelanded, we just fucking die? So I could do the stupid LED shit again. But I don't think Wasteland's in their deck. I think they're just, like, on the Depths Reanimator list. Which means I think I'm pretty safe just putting, like... Thassa's Oracle... Edge of Autumn... We need a land for the second Edge of Autumn. No, we have a second land for Edge of Autumn. It's fine. Need to remember that cycling Edge of Autumn is not just completely free. Notably, we already have a cycler in our hand, and we're going to need a second blue mana somewhere. So we could just do the Cavern pile, like 3 cyclers, Thoracle Cavern, like we talked about previously. Cavern on bottom, then Thoracle, then... I mean, I don't see why we need the Cavern. I think we should go for the LED specifically because I don't want to lose 2. Well, then we die to Thoughtseize, right? No, we cycle into the LED and then no, yeah, then we do die to Thoughtseize. They Thoughtseize me and then play the Depths. All right, I've talked myself back into the normal pile, and I've decided I will lose to Wasteland out of their deck. And then stack Cavern, Thoracle, Wraith, Edge. Or, you know, whatever. Cavern, second blue source, important. Thoracle, sure, alright. Cavern, Thoracle. This blind still loses to Thoughtseize, doesn't it? I think. Oh well, they just won't draw. It's fine. Because I need double cycler to find my second blue source. Was there a pile? There's gotta be a pile that beats Thoughtseize here, right? Am I stupid? Chat, how dumb am I? Put the Cavern above the Thoracle? Yeah, because if I get if I get Thoughtseize, I die, so it doesn't matter. I did consider that, but I think I am just dead regardless. There's probably a way to beat Thoughtseize, but that's gotta involve a different pile. Oh no! I'm stupid! I played the Swamp instead of the Cavern of Souls. Fuck. Never mind. I'm bad, chat. I'm really bad at Doomsday. Yes, because of this. We need to... Well, the way I stacked it, I still die, right? Because I can't cycle double Edge. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, the way I stacked it, I was dead even if I didn't play the Swamp like an idiot. I killed myself with the pile, not the Swamp. All right, I am dumb, but not for the reasons that we figured it out. We figured it out, chat. All right. So we're playing against Reanimator plus Depths is kind of weird. I even thought about, like, hey, Edge of Autumn isn't free, we need to cycle this. We could have just put I think Petal in the pile was, like, the not dumb play, right? Then we just, like, don't die to... Like, the easy turn off your brain pile is just put Petal in there instead of Cavern. I'm curious if you could beat a Thoughtseize, though. Like, obviously, I think we're just dying to Wasteland if there's a Wasteland in their Reanimator depths deck. I think I'm accepting that. But, like, there's got to be a way you can just beat them top decking Thoughtseize there, right? I guess if you just... No. Yeah. I don't actually know. I guess, like, this is kind of weird because it's, like, Reanimator plus depth, so they kind of want you to have different things in your deck versus them. It's possible you need deep analysis to beat Thoughtseize, not sure. Yeah, that's one I wasn't 100% confident in. You could probably beat a Thoughtseize with, like, a Brainstorm on the top of your deck. Get rid of the Swamp. Well, no, because you don't have anything in your hand to begin with. Well, you have the Swamp in your hand to begin with. You draw the Brainstorm. I don't want to think about this. I'm never going to play Doomsday again after this. Fucking Doomsday may just can figure out if that pile could beat a Thoughtseize. That's not what I'm here for. Brainstorm into L. Yeah, there we go. Some Brainstorm pile. Brainstorm away the Swamp. Might beat Thoughtseize there. We're dying. I'm not gonna feel bad about dying to a lot of bad piles today because I've never played Doomsday in my life. If you're gonna play Doomsday, you're gonna die to this exact shit a lot. Maybe not as stupid as me, because I'm pretty stupid, but similar things. I feel like this is a Dothy matchup. Dog, get out of here, dog. Why are you being such a pest today? Jesus. Leave me alone for like 5 seconds. Fuck, what are we boarding now? 30 seconds, huh? Dothy and Grief is a combo, so probably not that. Second Thoracle seems fine to cut. 25 seconds. I really want to cut this Lionside Diamond and also the second Edge of Autumn, so I stop dying to them. But I won't. Trim Personal Tutors. Yeah, that's fine. Feels like there's not nearly enough blue cards in my deck. We have turn 2 Doomsday and a Dothy Voidwalker. Is that good enough for this weird-ass deck? Sideboarding, yeah, sideboarding with combo decks is fucking miserable. I hate it. This is actually the worst part of the deck by far. Do we want interaction versus this weird, like, Reanimator deck? No, it's fine. We'll just win. We don't want a mulligan versus the Thoughtseize deck. The Thoughtseizes deck that's definitely in their deck and I didn't just make up. This is just thing go. Should we slide? Interesting. Interesting choice. That does not affect me at all. I think I want to cycle... no, I don't want to cycle the Street Wraith, because we're going to want it for, like, the stupid Doomsday piles. Yeah, I love having cards that are just useless sometimes. It's so much nicer that way. I have no... Sideboarding with combo decks is so weird, because you have just so many little moving pieces that are important. Alright, nothing's happening. I guess we're gonna put Doomsday on the stack. Can we kill them? We have to be able to kill them here, right? Doomsday, land, Cabalrit, Doomsday, put LED on top, cycle into the LED. No, that doesn't do anything. We can't kill it. We can't kill them here. Alright, never mind. It's fine. You can't kill them off of no mana and a cycler. I don't think. We have this Underground Sea in our hand, which is nice. I think we're just going to cast Doomsday and call it good. Could cast Dothy instead. But that's not what we came here to do. Could keep these fetches in play, huh? Is that, like, backdoor my way into a weird pile? I'll just put 2 fetchables at the bottom of the pile instead. I didn't really think about that. I shouldn't be thinking about this so much, huh? I shouldn't give myself thoughts like this. If you put, like, UC at the bottom, then Thoracle... Well, then it doesn't really matter, right? Impure Thoughts, yeah, exactly. Just, like, do the fetches matter? Probably not at all. It's the difference between 1 life and... 1 life versus 2 life, right? Because we'd take 2 now, and we'd lose 1 extra off the Doomsday, or we lose 10 off the Doomsday and then go to 8, right? We'd go to fetch, go to 18, then go to 9, yeah. But I don't think that matters. And I really don't want to think about it, but the fact that I keep dying to, like, my own Doomsdays is making me think about, like, all the weird lines so much more. I think I do want them. Just, like, fetch, Thoracle, Cycler, right? That just beats, like, everything. Even if they Thoughtseize our Street Wraith, we draw a Cycler. We cycle, draw the Thoracle, fetch. Alright, I'm in for dying to Entomb into Reanimate fucking something, I don't know. Oh, they're gonna... they're gonna fucking opposition agent me? Well, I don't think we can beat that, huh? Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, no, we could cycle into Force of Will. We could cycle into Force of Will. I'm so good! Chat! Chat, we fucking did it! I'm so good at Magic! Holy shit, chat, we did it! Chat, I'm the greatest Magic player of all time! Alright, we only have 3, and now we only have 3 Cyclers in our deck because we had exiled 2 Street Wraiths. So now we have the 2 lands to thin out the deck. Oh my god. Thoracle, Cycler, Island, UC, right? That's totally fine. We put the Thoracle and the 2 lands on the bottom. It doesn't matter what order. We draw the Cycler, cycle into Cycler, fetch, cycle into Thoracle, win. Okay. We just need to not fuck this up, chat. Oh my god. I can't believe we actually did it. We're gonna go to 7 life, so it doesn't matter. Cycler. Yeah, fetch, Thoracle. Maybe we diversify the Cyclers, just in case. Just in case we get, like, fucking Pithing Needle or something. Alright. Hit done. Put the UC, then the Island, then the Thoracle, then the cycle, right? Cycle into the Street Wraith, into... No, because we need to sack a land. Oh, why do I keep fucking doing this to myself? It doesn't matter, because we can just... This time, we could just cycle into the Edge of Autumn, fetch, then cycle the Edge of Autumn and Thoracle, or use the 3rd land in our hand. So none of that actually matters, but, like, I keep fucking up with these Edge of Autumns. These Edge of Autumns are, like, way too hard for me. Land... Can you control Z Doomsdays? I'm not actually sure. Land, Thoracle, Edge, Street Wraith. Fuck. Good job. Diversifying Cyclers, because you can't use both edges when you're trying to fetch for 2 lands. Well, we can if we have the Underground Sea. Is the second not? I don't know how that works. It's probably fine, though. Draw the Edge of Autumn. So we have 3 cards in our library, and it's land UC. Because we could just, like, play the thing, cycle for the if we had Edge, we could play the UC, float blue, cycle it for the second Edge here, then fetch Thorkel's last card in our deck, then cycle. So I think Edge would still work here. Because we can fetch before we cycle. All right. We won a game because of my brilliance, my amazing Doomsday skill. Playing around Opposition Agent seems tough. I wonder if you just, like, want second Thoracle in the deck, because you can beat Opposition Agent by, like, casting your Doomsday into it, and then just, like, casting Thoracle after. Seems like not a matchup where that's likely to work out well for you, given how explosive they are. Like, they, like, a turn 1 Opposition Agent, turn 2 2020. Maybe this isn't a matchup for Dothy Voidwalker. We saw a reanimation package. We saw an animate dead, but, like, given we've seen Opposition Agent and we've, like, they just have a bunch of Doomsday stuff in their deck. Maybe we want, like, or not Doomsday stuff. They have a bunch of, like, Dark Dip stuff in their deck. Maybe we just want, like, bounce spells and, like, personal tutors and ponders again. Do we want, like, the Fatal Push? Fatal Push seems not super useful, huh? Could more than the Relic, I guess. I didn't really think about that when I was thinking about the Reanimator strategy. But what's my plan if they have Opposition Agent? Put Thork on our hand, cast Doomsday, or find the Borrower and hope they don't have 3 mana open on a given turn? Those plans don't seem good, but, you know, I don't really feel like I have better plans, per se. This all seems above the board for me. I'll hit submit and die. That's fine. I don't know why my opponent had Leyline of the Void in their deck. Kind of forgot about that. We have a donation. Storm Thief, $20, saying Scamulet is so close. Yeah, I believe Scamulet's about $200, $250 away, maybe? I can't see the exact number right now. I would have to scroll up, and I'm not about to do that. Alright, hang on. Let me think about this here. I mean, I'm going to keep. This hand's good, so, like, maybe we just don't think about it until my opponent does something. Alright, terrifying. Alright, that's pretty terrifying. Well, I don't think I could beat that. Oh, I Force Will my hand! Why didn't I just Force Will that? Alright, 1 for 2 is not bad. We literally have Force Will into turn 1 combo. Wait, no, we don't have turn 1 combo, because we pitched the Doomsday. But, or pitch the person that finds the Doomsday. But it's way better than them having an Opposition Agent play when we have, like, 2 outset in our deck, maybe? 3? That's fine. We'll just draw it. I believe in us. Alright. Why didn't I just Force Will that, huh? That sees you. Oh, well, that kind of explains. Simply draw Doomsday then Thoracle. Yes. That is the new strategy. No, we'll just drop Brazen Borrower. It's fine. This card seems kind of scary. Helm's not that scary because I don't really have anything going on. Me, an idiot. We can Personal Tutor for anything to kill the agent. Yes. Also, Personal Tutor has no cards that kill the agent in this deck. If it did work like that. Alright, well, we have some amount of time. Not a ton of turns. It'd be much nicer if I had just Force Will this Opposition Agent. We still have to find a Doomsday, but it's a lot more doable than finding a way to beat this Opposition Agent. It's fine, we'll just draw Brazen Borrower exactly next turn. That doesn't even do it, though, right? Oh, no, it does. No, we're not. I'm doing so badly, like, embarrassingly bad. They just draw animate dead on grief, huh? That seems pretty unbeatable. I guess we're supposed to Force Will that. We let Eternal Obsidian resolve. We didn't let it resolve in game 2, okay? We should look at the silver linings, chat. Yeah, I don't think we can win if this resolves. I don't think we could. Next turn, cast Street Wraith. 1, 2. I guess that's technically almost accurate, right? We can't tap this Polluted Delta yet. Yeah, we're just gonna let it resolve. It's fine. Casting Street Wraith might actually be like the play. They have an Urborg that they'll play, yeah. Maybe they take my Street Wraith though, because the rest man is terrible. Maybe we should have forced that and planned on casting the Street Wraith next turn. And Dark Rain, I guess that's fine. How are we beating a 2/2 menace? Don't worry about it. I do think we were probably dead if we forced this off as this stage, but that's not important. We'll top deck something really good here. Interesting. We have our own grief next turn. Interesting. I'm pretty comfortable going next on this one. We'll play a little bit longer for funsies. They drew a swamp, which isn't good. If I'd like Force of Will this, could we have actually like kept trying to play a game of Magic? Alright, I'm pretty good. I'm good. I feel comfortable not playing that game anymore. So far we're what? I think one of our losses was pretty legit. 3 of our losses because I'm a fucking idiot, which is, I think, pretty reasonable. I'm pretty happy with 2 game wins, 1 loss because, like, Doomsday is very hard, and I don't know if we could have played around what the opponent did, and then 3 losses because I'm a moron. Oops, sorry. Bumped the mic. I think that's, like, pretty solid performance so far. We're almost 50% on losing the game after resolving Doomsday versus winning the game after resolving it, right? It's like 1 in 3, and then 1 game. That's the first game that we played that we didn't actually get to resolve a Doomsday. Or 2 in 3 on casting Doomsday, winning versus losing. This is so painful. Your donation curse. No, I will be happy if I get a single match win. Doomsday is so not my speed. This is exactly how I envisioned this league going. Doomsday just does not work with how my brain operates and how I play Magic. It's so bad. Alright. Yeah, not quite. Needs... Unless, what do you think, Chad? Do we believe that it lands on the top of our deck? Yeah, probably not, huh? That sounds so uncomfortable. Trust me. Very uncomfortable. Alright, this hand seems fine. Bottom... Petal? Bottom Petal seems fine here. Personal Tutor, Dark Red Doomsday. Unfortunately, we can't really back up this Force unless we, like, fire off the Street Wraith. Wait, we could technically turn 1 this Doomsday, right? If we go... If we bottom the Force... and then go pedal Delta, fetch UC, personal tutor for D-Day, cycle Street Wraith, crack, pedal, Dark Writ, Doomsday? That probably is not better on the draw. Maybe on the play that's better, bottom the Force and just go for it. But on the draw, I think we're fine taking draw steps to like just find a blue card to pair with the Force and just doing things on turn 2. Need to learn to not F6 on turn 1s. Like, straight up the reason I let the opposition issue resolve is because I wasn't thinking about, like, I'm so used to not doing anything on my opponent's turn 1 ever. And just, like, the time I found the Force of Will was because I was thinking about, like, well, we have 1 out here, I'll cycle to Force of Will. But I just, like, was not thinking about Force of Will being in my own hand. I'm playing the Mirror. Could technically be, like, it's a weird... I'm putting, like, holding priority there. Could be Death Shadow, that's what I was trying to say. My brain is not firing on all cylinders. Shuffle the library. So we're gonna find blue card. Oh, that's a blue card. Also just now realizing that my deck has no dazes in it. Is that normal for Turbo? I feel like I always get dazed by Doomsday and just, like, fucking die. Guess it probably... Why is my opponent, like, holding priority after these Ponders? This is so weird. Just, like, permanently holding priority because they're a Doomsday player? Yeah, maybe it's, like, the Grief slot as that, like, extra piece of interaction. Alright. Thought Sees Me would be pretty good. Duress. So we could Force of Will this and then just go off next turn, I think. Could we actually go off? Cycle into Brainstorm? No, we have no... Oh, God. I think this is just... I don't know if I want to let this resolve. So we're in the Mirror. We know that. They have Duress. The problem is... They have 5 cards in hand. If we let this resolve, they could take the Force, and then we just Dark Writ Doomsday. But if we Force of Will this, and then we Dark Writ Doomsday, and we get Force of Willed anyway, I think we just let this resolve. Like, the prize in our hand, the prize isn't in our hand. Probably Force because it means less thinking until Doomsday resolves. Yeah, I think we're fine to play it slower. Like, because if we had Doomsday in our hand, I think the Force of Will is more important. But, like, if they take the Dark Ray to keep us off Doomsday for a turn, we can just, you know, cast Consider. If we want to. It's a little awkward, though, because it actually puts the shields down on our Force of Will. So I think we'll just say go for now. Because if we are in the Mirror, we want a Force of Will up, so it's a little scary to put the shields down. Maybe we're supposed to just take a... Why is my opponent holding priority after all the... Please stop. This is the worst. I don't know if I've ever had an opponent do this, but it's so uncomfortable. To have your opponent hold priority, like, for like a half second after they put any spell on the stack. Thoughtseize again. Duress again. That's pretty bad for me. I think I have to counter this, and then we can try to dig for Doomsday. Or dig for our third land with, like, the Street Wraith and our draw step. Because the Doomsday is so important. Double Duress is weird. I wonder if they're on just, like, Storm, and they're just gonna try to kill me here. Yeah. I think that doesn't really change my options that much, yeah. Whoa. Are we... the Magecraft deck? Whatever the fuck that thing's called? Yeah, that one. Witherbloom Apprentice. They have, like, Dark Writ Petal, kill kill you? Stop holding priority, please. I'm begging you. Petal. Oh, Spirit Guide, sure. And then the last card is Smog thing. I guess I'll cycle the Street Wraith. I don't think there's a card in my deck that I can draw here, but, you know. Well, that's not really one of them, huh? I guess I wasn't supposed to cycle until they put a Chain of Smog on the stack, but yeah. Fair enough. Let me play this one, huh? This Fatal Push seems pretty good. So they're, like, all in Smog. Like, Summoner's Pact, a bunch of discard spells, Smog. Does that change anything that I want in my deck? Borrower and Fatal Push are good against their combo, right? You can Borrower the thing in response at some point during the combo, and then they just, like, discard it. That seems fine. Dothy seems bad. Force Negation, I guess, is a maybe. This is a matchup where, like, it does feel like you maybe want to, like, try to sideboard juke them because they just had a bunch of discard spells, but I don't know. Doomsday is like a compact combo in that you can get discarded and still win. I feel like I'm starting to get a headache from match 3. This is so bad. Substatic, we are having the worst time I have ever had in my life. The sideboarding's honestly like worse than making the piles for me. It's just like, I'm like, oh, I'll bring in 2 cards. It's just like, what the fuck do I ever cut in this deck? Like, I want most of these cards in my deck most of the time. I guess maybe, like, Personal Tutors. This isn't a matchup where you'd, like, necessarily want the card disadvantage versus, like, they had blue. They showed us blue, too, so they could have just, like, counterspells, Flusterstorms or something. Although, counterspells don't really work super well with the package, with the combo kill, so maybe the blue is just for, like, cantrips. But I'm thinking that I want to be the control combo deck, if that makes sense. I have more inevitability than they do, I think. So I don't want card disadvantage. Does that make sense? We're gonna do it. It's fine. A 5-card hand, you say? Doesn't seem very good. I turn 1 Doomsday, Thoughtseize you say. This seems pretty good. Put the Thoracle on the bottom. Fetch UC. Grief, Pitch Cabal Writ, Dark Writ, Doomsday. This seems pretty good. We reached the impasse again of, like, do I want to leave the fetch in my hand or do I want to, like, does integrating the fetch into the pile make the pile easier for me? I don't think it does. Maybe it does for, like, a good Doomsday player, but it doesn't for me because I hate thinking about it. So I will just fetch on turn 1. I feel like it's unlikely that they can beat Thoughtseize into turn 1 Doomsday, though. Given that they're not a very stack-based deck. If they can Thoughtseize me, but it won't matter. Oh. I say they're a stack-based deck, and they have a Flusterstorm in their hand. Alright, so what's our plan? We should plot out our pile while we're here, right? I think our plan is just fetch for UC, all cyclers, just 4-cycler Thoracle. They cannot be a Force Will deck. And we just, like, don't take the Flusterstorm. Not fetching stays alive. I've already played the fetch land, and also, we've talked about this. I don't want to deal with trying to work out a pile where I have a fetch integrated into it, because that just seems harder for my brain. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can ignore the Fluster, and I think I just do 4 cyclers Thoracle. And I just take the Witherbloom Apprentice, or I guess take the Chain of Smog, because they could technically target me with the last card in my hand. and like that could fuck me up. That could definitely fuck me up if they just go like Misty Rainforest, Petal, Chain of Smog you. So we just take the Chain of Smog. Dog, please just get out of here. Why are you being such a brat? Please leave me alone. Alright. Fetch. Dark Ritual. Doomsday. Never forget the Thassa's Oracle. And then we just Edge, Wraith. Dog is trying to stop me from playing this monstrosity. That honestly makes sense. Are we going to lose a top deck chain? No, they need like 4 mana. They only have 2. They need to like top deck chain and a Dark Ritual. if they target me with, if they top deck the chain and then also target me, maybe we put a land on the very bottom and just Oracle with 1 card in library. I don't love that, but like I guess technically we could play around them top decking Chain of Smog and then targeting me for the last card of my deck. But that seems like kind of insane. I feel like they're much more likely to just go land Preordain, hold, and then like Petal, hold up Flusterstorm. And then if they draw like a fucking, I don't know, removal spell for the Thor, like it's probably optimal to do it that way. But I don't want to think about all the ways that I'm going to kill myself trying to do that. So I'm just going to do it the stupid way. You feel me? We can do 2 edges in this pile because I'm going to play the UC, float blue, and then cycle everything. Alright. So we can, I've killed myself with these stupid edge autumns twice, I think. Maybe only once. I honestly don't remember. Poor opponent's forced to suffer. Look. Yes. This is the fastest Doomsday I've had all day. And I still had to sit there and sweat it for like 4.5 minutes or whatever. This is going to be fetch, cast a cantrip. Oh, sure. Maybe they drew... whatever. Alright. We keep getting game wins. I'm happy we're winning games with this deck. We're not just killing ourselves constantly. We're only killing ourselves sometimes. Alright. Notably, they have Flusterstorm in their deck. I don't think that changes a lot for how I plan to win these games, but it is something to consider, certainly. I think I'm just going to hit submit again. Discard spells seem good. Counter spells seem important. But notably, it's hard to resolve things through Flusterstorm. Something to take note of. This is probably a matchup where it actually is better to do like the Dothy like plus Shieldred, like sideboard like that, and just like juke them. Given that they have like Flusterstorms and Duresses and a bunch of stuff like that, maybe it's like hard to actually resolve the Doomsday, and it's easier to just resolve like a Shieldred or whatever and like discard spell them out of games. But we're here to cast Doomsdays. This hand seems pretty mediocre. Obviously, we can try to ponder for the Doomsday, and like we have this Grief, but the Thorkel on our hand means it's a 6. Essentially, it's like a pretty bad 6. So, Happier going to this. This seems better. We have, like, discard spell into brainstorm, fetch. We can bottom this fucking LED that I keep having. I hate this LED so much. Yeah, we'll just bottom the LED. We just turn one, fetch, UC to rest them. Hope we don't just, like, instantly fucking die to something. No, they thought it's me. Okay. Maybe they take my dress? Maybe they take my brainstorm because my hand is, like, dog shit, and they can beat the duress? That probably makes sense. Yeah. Understandable. Oh, Thoughtseize Bug, where are you? Thoughtseize Bug letting me down. We'll play out the pedal. Because we have nothing else to get discarded, so we might as well keep it in hand. Huh, these cards are pretty unbeatable. I guess we're supposed to just take the combo piece and just hope that we draw better than their 3 cantrip hand. It's fine. Doomsday's on the top of our deck, Akalith, don't worry. Everything is fine and under control. No shuffle on the ponder. Play out their island. And don't do anything. I mean, that makes sense. They can be holding stuff up. Alright, we definitely are going to fire off this brainstorm, huh? I guess I play out the Delta first. I'm just always going to play out a Delta and probably shuffle away more lands. And if they have Flusterstorm specifically, then I'd rather at least try to resolve the Brainstorm. Is this what it's like when your hand is just terrible and you top deck Brainstorm and you're just like, oh wow, my hand just suddenly is immensely better than it was 5 seconds ago. These cards kind of suck, huh? I almost want to just hardcast this Grief next turn. Just shuffle away my lands, keep Grief, Brainstorm, Force of Will, but then we can't hardcast the Grief. We have Force of Will's blue card, which seems pretty important here. I think the Grief is better than a land, though. If we draw a land, we can just hardcast the Grief. We also don't have to shuffle away the land if we don't want to. We could just decide next turn based on if they like Thoughtseize me again and take the Force of the Brainstorm or something, we can just draw the 4th land. So I think I want the island. Yes. No, I want the fetch. Put back that. And put back that. Then say go. They like Thoughtseize me here or something. I think I just let it resolve. Fetching. They cast a combo piece. I just snap force it. Yeah, we just have to fire a Force Will on this. And then untap and Grief them. That seems okay. It's, like, not great, but it's okay. I think it's better than, like, shuffling and just trying to draw something. Yeah, it definitely could be worse. The Summoner's Pact is pretty scary. The Brainstorm's also scary, but the Summoner's Pact means I'm dead to Chain of Smog. Probably means I have to take the Summoner's Pact. That's not a very good draw. Am I supposed to play it? Probably not. I could get it discarded. It'd be nicer if it was in play. Yeah, I probably just have to play it. If we draw like Brainstorm, there's a possibility that I just cast Brainstorm, crack LED for black. And just hope to like rip Doomsday or some insane shit. I think it's better than representing something. I can't even represent a lot with one card in my hand. I guess if we could draw a third Brainstorm and shuffle it away, so maybe it's just right to keep it. Because it's such low upside. If we draw Brainstorm, is it better to be in play or in my hand, though? Play the drop. Alright, that one we'll keep in our hand. We have plenty of mana. We're just gonna beat him down with Grief. It's fine, chat. Preordain, sure. Top, bottom. Don't love that. Preordain again. Bottom, bottom. Come on. Don't top cards. I can't beat that. Top, bottom. Sure. Duress me. Deal. Goodbye, Lotus Petal. Definitely not playing that. Bad creature beatdown. We gotta survive. We only gotta survive for 4 turns. It's fine. I got nothing. Please don't kill me. That's fine. Cast your Brainstorm. I can't beat anything. Kill me. Kill me if you got it. I guess I'm supposed to cycle this, huh? Not like these lands are doing very much good for me right now. They fetch to shuffle away the Brainstorm cards. They're actually dead next turn, too. So we float blue, I think. If we draw exactly Doomsday, we can still use the Flooded Strand to go get the 4th UC. I think it's more likely that we draw Cantrip. Oh, that was pretty good. They got nothing. Holy shit, we're gonna win this one with the beatdowns. They fetch, they're dead to the Grief, they're in his Thoughtseize. Yeah, we did it! We did it! Got him our only match win with the Grief beatdowns. Our single match win. I'll take it. We got a Doomsday kill in there, too. We had a plan and we executed. I do think... certainly didn't turn too confident on that match. Yeah, definitely not. I do think that's probably as a matchup where... I don't know if you fully cut, like, the Doomsday plan, but, like, boarding in a bunch of the creatures and becoming that sort of deck, I think makes sense for Doomsday. Versus that deck, it had, like, a bunch of interaction and stuff. Especially, like, Duresses and Flusterstorms specifically. Alright, turn 1 Doomsday. We have double Thoracle in hand. One of them pitches the Force, but turn 1 Doomsday with Force backup. Snap it off. 0 lands. No problem. We'll even, like, draw a land. If we draw a land, can we kill? Hear me out, turn 1 Brainstorm. Spoken like a blue mage. Mold of 5. Terrifying. Reanimator? Reanimator. Not sure you can kill with Thoracles in hand. Oh, we just have like a really slow pile that kills, right? Or we can like Brainstorm one back into the deck, too. Brainstorm into LED plus Cycler, right? No, we didn't draw land, though. Awkward. Alright. Now we know they don't have removal. Alright, so what's the play here? What's our plan? If we put a land on the top of our deck, I think we can just kill them, right? If we just go Lotus Petal, Dark Ray, Doomsday, and our pile starts with a UC on the top, we have Force to beat a combo thing or a discard spell. I guess we can also just let a discard spell resolve. Probably Dark Ray, Doomsday to figure it out. Yeah, I guess that's more reasonable, huh? If you put a fetch on top, your Brainstorm sees the remaining cards. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, alright, now you can't give me any advice. But using the advice that he gave me before this Doomsday was on the stack, that might actually work. Given that they're a Reanimator, we can just kill them with 2 cards left in our deck. So if we just... I was looking for the Thoracles, but we have them already, huh? This could be active. It will be actively harmful advice. I will definitely lose because of this advice. Don't worry. So if we draw fetch land, play fetch land, crack it, get UC, cast Brainstorm for the 3 last cards in our deck, draw an LED and a Cycler, play the LED, or put back a card and then the Thoracle above it. Or put back the card and the Thoracle below it, get Cycler. Fuck. I think this works. Because then we can draw the LED and a Cycler, put back the Thoracle and, whatever, second Brainstorm, something. I think this works. And then we cycle crack LED. So LED, Polluted Delta, Underground Sea, Street Wraith. I think this all works. And the stack doesn't matter besides card on top. A fetch land on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, cool. Well, the stack kind of matters, technically, if we want to think about it, but I don't want to think about it, so... Notably, if they're Doomsday with Dazes, everything is horrible. It's fine. They're not Doomsday with Dazes. If they cast a discard spell, I guess I just let it resolve, right? It's simpler if you put 2 petals in the deck instead of the LED. Yeah, maybe. Why do you know so much about Doomsday, Akleth? Should I be suspicious? You have suspiciously good piles for a D&T player. What's happening? Are we gonna, die because we're gonna to discard our Force of Will and then get counterspelled? So now it doesn't matter what I put back, right? Oh no, I want to put a cycler back. Yeah, it does matter. It absolutely matters. We want to put. We want to put. Shut up, chat. Shut up. We want to put Thassa's Oracle Street Wraith back, and then we play LED, and we cycle Street Wraith, crack LED for blue, blue, blue. Then we cycle Street Wraith, then we cast Thassa's Oracle, then we lose with Thor. Oh yeah, no shit. I want to put Thoracle back. Fuck off, Luno. We're gonna die to Force Soul if my opponent's like a weird Force Soul deck instead, but alright, we put back Thassa's Oracle. And then we put back Street Wraith. And then we cast LED. Then we hold control. And we cycle this, and we crack for blue, blue, blue. And we got my main deck Surgical Extraction. They're dead! We did it! Whew. It's not raining as of right now, but we got Tornado Watch. I mean, yeah, the weather looks pretty fine outside to me. If you don't want to walk home, I can come pick you up. It's fine. So I think I'm supposed to assume that they just reanimated the mold to 5 and died. If you took both the Thoracles, you could beat main deck Surgical, yes, but then we lose to a removal spell, which I'm not a big fan of. No, I guess you could hold control cycle, right? Cycle in response to your cycle? Yeah, okay, sure. Fair enough. You win this round, Luino. The way I did it was calculated because I wanted to make sure that if I accidentally fucked up holding control, that I would get a second chance to cycle one. How the fuck do you sideboard this many cards versus Reanimator? What on God's earth are you supposed to do? My brain can't process boarding in 9 cards as Doomsday. Fucking Max debated me with these fucking Dothy Voidwalkers that I just can't figure out how to ever put in the deck because I'm not a Doomsday player. Like, just cut, like, this weird shit? Doomsday players don't know either. That would explain why I've beaten a lot of people that have cast Doomsday. I think I want the Dark Ritz for turn 1 Dothy, but, like, Cabal Rit doesn't turn 1 a Dothy, so it's fine to not have it. It's not that we're used to, yeah. I'm used to boarding 14 cards. We're cutting too little. Discard sucks on the draw. Yeah, but it's probably, like, kind of has to be good enough, right? Can we cut, like, maybe we cut the Griefs on the draw? Because they, like, Thoughtseize us and then Grief us, and then that's bad news. Can we do this? Oh, my opponent's salting me in chat because I'm taking too long. Classic Reanimator player. Do you ever board out second Thoracle? I don't know why the second Thoracle's in the deck, to be honest. I think I don't hate this, cutting the Griefs on the draw. Maybe even, like, fully, just because it's scary against their reanimation spells. Is my opponent typing something in chat? Or are they just waiting to decide who goes first? Now you should type, let's go. We got turn 1 Doomsday. I feel like I'm gonna just, like, keep this hand to die against a Reanimator 7, right? They might be waiting until clocks are equal. Am I supposed to just, like, ship this? Feels weird. Dark Rit, Relic Print is not exactly the combo you're looking for, huh? I think this is a fine keep and die in this matchup. We have a game 3, it's fine. We just want to cast Doomsday. This ain't cast Doomsday. Oh, Chancellor the Annex. Well, maybe our choices didn't really matter that much. I feel like I haven't seen Chancellor in a reanimator list in a hot minute. Maybe that's just I don't play the matchups where Chancellor is good, though. You can, like, turn 1 me with Chancellor back up? Seems like a decent thing to concede to, huh? Makes me a little bit more interested in Grief in the post-war games. Grief is pretty good against Chancellor of the Annex. Yeah, you got it, boss. I think I'm supposed to just fire off, assuming that they're not just gonna reanimate a thing and kill me here. I'll just cast a Ponder. Maybe I'm supposed to cast the Dark Ray into it now. I'm gonna cast something into it, that's for sure. So I can, like, resolve the Relic next turn. Yeah, I think we fire off the Dark Rid into it. I think we want these Ponders to rebuild. I guess that means we don't have to cast it right now, huh? We could, like, pretend that we had Force of Will or something. And then, you know, cast a Dark Rit in response to it. We could also just die. They could just untap and, like, cast Exhume or whatever, and we can just concede, move on with our lives. But maybe the looting didn't hit the reanimation spell. We don't know. Anything's possible. Dot sees me. That's not very good. I think I just let this resolve again. If they weirdly take the Dark Ritual, then we could just cast Ponder, and I think that's better than them just, like, snap taking the Relic. And if they do take the Relic, we just cast Dark Ritual and then untap and start pondering. I feel like I would be happy if they cast Dark Ritual. Also, you know, they could still just cast 2-drop thing and kill us. And they're just making sure the coast is clear. We didn't top deck exactly Force of Will before they do their thing. No. Interesting. Do I just want to take a draw step and cast a 2-mana Ponder? Is that the best plan? We'd have very little that costs mana to interact with that isn't discard spells. I guess we'd Ponder, though. I don't think we need this Dark Ritual. Who do you want the Dark Ritual? It's a pretty good one. Wild how often this deck has Dark Ritual and Doomsday in the opener. You've played against Doomsday enough to have that constantly happen to you, haven't you? So Force Negation's kind of good. This pile's bad, so I think we just shuffle. We have a Force Negation already. If we have to pitch cast it, it's awkward, but... Oh, Yorion joke, got it. Depending on what we draw next turn, I might... Well, we might have to just burn this Force Negation. But I was going to say I might just hold up hardcast Force Negation the following turn rather than casting a Ponder, unless we found a different blue card. Because our Ponder really wants to be finding Doomsday. Found a second Chancellor. Dark Ritual. They only have one card, so this Force Negation is going to be pretty decent. Come on, 2-mana reanimation spell. Yeah. I guess you could probably bar out this Cavern in a lot of matchups that I haven't been doing, huh? This Cavern's, like, not actually really a land. You only really want it in Chalice matchups and blue matchups. My brain wants to fetch, but I don't think I'm supposed to. Just cycle this Edge of Autumn with the Cavern of Souls. Probably worse than just cycling off this Underground Sea, huh? That's not very useful. I guess it is kind of useful, but... I feel like I'm supposed to let these resolve. Opponent was going to end up with one card in hand. Do you have a reanimation spell? Or Thought Sees Me? Oh, nope, reanimation spell. Alright. Grab the rest of my UCs here. I guess so maybe I'm actually supposed to grab basics because we could draw the lands that don't fetch the swamp. I guess it's fine to grab the swamp here. Everything finds the island. They could draw Magus. Well, I think I'll concede to that. Doomsday. Technically, we have this held up. Dark Ritual Force Will, the classic combo. I could hold it up and keep the Dark right now, but I think I'm just going to keep waiting. I don't think the Dark Rit's very important. We could potentially draw Brainstorm to shuffle away all this fucking trash in our hand. What do they keep in hand that they're not? It's not worth casting Faithless Looting here. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, that if they're just like passing the turn, that's super bizarre. Alright, well. I guess technically I could hold up Force two ways now. Like if they Thought Seize me, maybe I should play with the Cavern and the Petal at this point. If they Thought Seize me into Reanimation Spell. Nope. Alright. They drew reanimate, really? It's not very nice. We can still win if we drop dead the proper card right now. Yeah, that's not the proper card, huh? Oh yeah, if they Thought Seize me, it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, right on. I mean, Daunting Voidwalker was pretty bad for a while because they just had a stacked graveyard. Oh, I guess we do almost race, huh? We go to 11. We put them to 5. We go to 6. We put them to 2. We go to... No, it does race, right? Dothy does race? Is it worth playing out all my shit right now? No. potentially hold up Force if we draw a land next turn, so maybe it is. Notably not fetch land. Merfolk. They have so many Chancellors, jeez. Didn't even realize that. I mean, I can't imagine a lot of cases where, like, it matters that I have these other cards in my hand. Like, I don't think Brainstorm's doing anything at this stage of the game anyway. So I think the odds of top decking, like, exactly 4th UC or the basic island to hardcast this Force might matter. Just draw, like, 3rd Reanimation spell in a row, kill me. Nope, just casting Looting, deal. Notably, we could get cool cards, because they don't exactly have a lot of options on what to keep, so if they just, like, hit a Gristlebrand or whatever... Nope, they don't want to give us cards, how unlucky. Oh yeah, Dark Writ also counts, yeah. That'll tracks. I think it makes sense to play at all that shit. Oh, we immediately drew Brainstorm, huh? Well, no, we just want to hold Brainstorm in hand now. Because we can't pitch cast this, right? But are we brainstorming into anything relevant? A second Dothy? Yes. I should have put this Cavern on Dothy, huh? I don't think it matters because I have enough mana anyway. Yeah, as the race currently stands, I'm not allowed to Force of Will, because I will die first, so I think I'm just supposed to Brainstorm. Oh, negation's good here. Negation means we can hold up a counterspell that doesn't cost us life. Fawn's actually a little awkward, because we would love to actually force a Will a reanimation spell, and then we could reanimate their thing with the Dothy. Cast their reanimation spell, but I guess that depends on the spell. And it's probably worse than just winning this race right now. Did I put the Cycler on top? I don't think it matters. We could always just, you know, cycle it. I think a Chancellor Standoff highly favors them. Yes. I think I should just not let this Exhume resolve. It's probably the wise decision. Also, Exhume doesn't really work to steal, and Reanimate doesn't really work to steal, so it'd have to be exactly Animate dead, too. So yeah, that plan probably not great. So if I cycle, it just cycles into Dark Ritual, so that doesn't really matter at all. I'm just gonna attack, and then hope that I don't die. We'll try our best. Yes, for the shuffle effect. I did briefly think about it. Well, they discarded a Grizzlebrand, so we get a Grizzlebrand out of this deal, if they're not just dead. Well, this can't block, so I guess I'll just attack them. Hiya. I'll send this one to max. Didn't tell me this was a deck that just cast 3/2s and attacked with them. That's how you win with this deck. Hard casting is correct. I don't think it matters. I don't think my trust mattered at that point. We could just cycle it instead, and that's like basically just the free card anyway. Keeps our pedal sacks of land, I guess. I guess also we would get the basic island into play, though. I don't think it mattered at all. It would be funny to cast Edge of Autumn, though. You wouldn't get the basic. Wait, does it? Wait, does that? Wait, did that thing have text? Genuinely, I thought it was just rampant growth that also cycles, but it does have a clause, right? Do you need 4 or less lands? This hand seems pretty bad. Does Brainstorm make these hands keepable? I feel like it's gotta be no, right? We gotta be able, like, mulligan button's just broken. Brainstorm cannot make these hands keepable. Alright, Brainstorm makes this hand pretty keepable. Bottom this fucking LED. God, I hate it so much. Plateau. Mishra's Ball. What the fuck is happening to me? Plateau, Mishra's Bauble, go. Alright, well, I'm gonna just duress them. I guess that's how to figure out what the fuck's happening to me, huh? Oh. These cards seem pretty terrifying. Like, which payoff am I supposed to take here? I think it's the Wish Claw? Well, no. I think it is the Wish Claw. The Relay's scary, but definitely more beatable, I think. Are we, like, deterministically dead if we take the Relay? Could they have just killed us? No, because they can't pitch the Relay to cast Dark Riddles. They need to pitch Dark Riddles. They had 4 or 5 mana? That's not enough, yeah. Why didn't they just Relay for 6? Could they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's only for 5, because they can't cast both these Dark Rids. Also, maybe they drew one of these off the bauble. They made a draw on, like, the Wish Claw or something. Anyway, I think I take this Wish Claw. Well, yeah, we don't know what they drew off of the Mishra's Bauble there. Pitch the Dark Grit, cast the Dark Grit, cast the Rite of Flame, cast Galvanic Relay for, like, 5 or something. We get to, like, Brainstorm for Force of Will on our turn to, like, stop them from comboing out next turn. Oh. Burning Wish for a Relay, just for Storm count? Yeah. So they have their last card in hand. Oh, no, they Burning Wished for Echo in hand. Okay, that makes sense. Drawing Dark Doomsday wins. We could just do that, I guess. It's not quite drawing Doomsday. We could personal tutor, or we could fetch personal tutor, brainstorm, and it doesn't do anything. Yeah, we just need to. So their hand is Echo. They have LED. I mean, I just need to fire off these brainstorms and try to find Force of Wills. I can't, like, kill them, so. Discard spell, not exactly gonna do a lot here, huh? None of those cards win me the game. So I think I put back land, shuffle, ponder. That looks at the most cards for Force of Will. Hey, Force of Will. Well, hope that's enough, I guess. I don't want second personal tutor, but I will likely... Well, do I want... No, I do want a second personal tutor, because this lets me pitch the personal tutor to the Force and then draw the second one. So, land... I hate that the cards move around as you click on them. Personal tutor, Force of Will, no shuffle. I don't know if this is actually good enough. We might still fucking die. I don't know, but we can't do a lot else. It's possible they could like Burning Wish for some bullshit. I don't know. I think you force the LED. Do we? I think I'm fine letting them mind twist themselves, right? Oh, well. GG's, I guess. I guess I'm supposed to Force Will this, right? Because if they'll Echo, and then I could potentially draw like another Force Will. No, they only have one Wish. This Wish exiled from cast. So yeah, I Force Will this, and then let them Echo. Bitching. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm getting echoed, huh? I'm not absolutely dead. They could just whiff on their echo. I've beaten a lot of echoes that way. Oh, they just drew double silence. Alright, well, now I don't have to do anything. Oh, I drew the Force Will, too. Shame. Maybe we're not dead. Maybe they just miss on 7 cards in hand. At least I get my F6 equity. Every fucking time. Oh. I think I'm just gonna Thoughtseize them into Personal Tutor for D-Day. We have Force Pitch Thoracle. We can Thoughtseize them. Awkward that we can't also Grief them. That's really funny. Let's take a look at what they got going on over there, huh? Well, this was such a fucking terrible echo. My god. Is it weird that I want to take the echo so they can just flash it back and I force it? If they just hard cast it, I have to force it anyway, and then they can flash it back the following turn? That's like 2 face up, like what are they gonna do? Yeah. It's so face up that I Force the Will, but it's not like I have another option here. Okay, I'll play the island and Personal Tutor for Doomsday and say go. We have second Thoracle, so we can pitch this Thoracle to the Force still. Just let them echo. This hand sucks. The big brain play. It's so face up that we Force the Will, but like, they have to go for it, right? They might have... Nope, no relay. Man, now I have to cast fucking Doomsday again? At least I don't have to play around anything. I guess besides getting echoed. Can I play around getting echoed? I can, right? Because I'll have exactly... No, I'll have exactly 7 cards left. Maybe I could have played around getting echoed if I played the Swamp last turn. I could just, like, Doomsday go. And then I would have 8 cards. God, that's something I'm not ready to think about. Could have played around getting echoed after my Doomsday. Oh, no, the Doomsday counts as a card, so I will have 8 cards, right? Swamp, Doomsday will put me at exactly 8 anyway. All right. Well, I hate this fetch land. I'm just gonna ignore it. It's fine. It's fine. We have infinite mana. going to, what, 7? So just cycle, 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 Thoracle, we win, or they storm out and we die. I guess we could play around Silence. That's a card to be worried about. So we want to combo with, we want to keep one card, like one Cycler or something in our library when we go off. If they silence us in response to us drawing our last card, we die. Wait, no, yeah, no, that does work, okay. I'm just gonna grab cycle, 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 Thoracle, and call it a day. I guess the best way to do that then was to put a land at the bottom of the pile for this Polluted Delta. Technically better, but they're not going to remove my Thoracle. I'll just go off with one card in library, it's fine. So Edge, Thoracle, Edge, Street Wraith, call it a day. And hope they don't kill me. Alright. We found the almost optimal pile. I think optimal pile is just land at the bottom to play around Silence Effect. And, like, that's just, like, the good pile. We came pretty close. And I realized the errors of my ways after I was thinking about Silence. I think that's, like, pretty reasonable choice. Is this a Shield Dread matchup? Feels like it might be. Is this a Hurkyl's Recall matchup? Probably not. All their artifacts are just, like, dopey mana rocks. It's kind of good against Chrome Mox and okay against Witchclaw, but is this a Dothy matchup? Maybe on the draw? Or maybe on the play, I mean. We can turn 1 it. Maybe this isn't a Shield Dread matchup. Maybe that's, like, insane. They can win without casting Echo, probably. Yeah, they can. They have their stupid Storm spell. Did I just briefly disconnect? Chat, you there? Still there. All right, cool. I just saw my chat refreshed and it was like, welcome to chat again. I was scared that something refreshed. Shield Dread is good. I could definitely get behind it. Shield Dread good, trim Cyclers. We want enough Cyclers to kill them, so maybe you can, like, trim 2 or whatever. Oh yeah, because you can just always go off with 2 cards in your library, though. That's, like, the big thing. Another matchup where you can cut Personal Tutor. Let's cut this Cavernous Souls, too. Something like this. And then we'll think about bringing in Dothys on the play, perhaps. We'd probably cut a Thoracle, right? Geodude Jared, thank you for the $20 donation. We are right below... Oh, this thing didn't refresh, or maybe it did. We're right below 3K. We call this a day. I think this looks fine. Don't cut Thoracle in Force matchups. Oh, in matchups where you want Force, it's just like a blue card. We just cut like 3 Personal Tutors, though, right? If we just cut the Thoracle for a Personal Tutor, we just pitch the... I guess we don't always draw that one. We could draw the other one. Alright, this hand doesn't have any mana, obviously. Bad. Alright, this one has Force of Will and turn 1 Doomsday. Seems fine. We can bottom this Shield Dread. Yeah, we have 2 Doomsdays. I think we just bought him the Shield Red. Cutting cyclers lands of personal shooters for other. Yeah, that does make sense. Cutting personal shooters for like other things that you want to use to kill them does kind of make sense in my head. Because like personal shooter is an avenue to Doomsday to try to kill them, but Shield Red is also kind of that same avenue. Don't think it particularly matters. If I get like Thought Seized, it's like Silence Test, so it's unlikely. I could get Silence Response like my Dark Red or something, which would be a little awkward. We have Force of Will, but I'm just gonna put back the Shield Red and stop thinking about it. Just try to like turn 1 Echo me, please. Just like LED Echo, go for it. I don't have shit. Yeah, if they thought Seized, I'd probably just Force of Will it, right? They take a risk, see bottom. Oh yeah, that could make some sense. And for the 15th time today, we put a Doomsday on the stack. I don't know how many times we've cast Doomsday. Alright, so this is easy, right? We need... Alright, yes, they conceded! We did it! Haha! Yes! We didn't have to fucking do it! We got him! Cheater. Alright, look. We'll go back and I'll figure out the pile I would have made. Alright. So, we need 2 mana, and we can... We have Force of Will, so we don't have to play around a lot. So, like, we have Force of Will to, like, try to beat a Silence line or try to stop them from going off. It's unlikely that they'll be able to do both. Play another mantle right now. Fuck off. Sent the message about the win the game text. So I think the pile is just Brainstorm into LED Cyclers, right? So you grab Brainstorm, LED, Cycler, Thoracle. You draw the Brainstorm. You have the Thoracle on bottom. You cast Brainstorm. Drawing LED Cycler, Thoracle on bottom. Put back, Doomsday Duress, whatever, doesn't matter. Play LED. Cycle. Holding priority, cycle, crack for blue. Draw. Wait, am I missing a card? Did I fuck up that somewhere? Because that just draws you the 2 cards I just put back, right? Do I need Consider in that pile? I think you need Consider in that pile, then? Lose it to Silence. We have Force of Will in our hand. Oh, I guess, yeah, to lose it to Silence because we have to do our LED shit. Yeah. Yeah, and we could do a pile that doesn't empty our deck because they're tests. So, we could potentially have a plan that doesn't lose to Silence, that just involves, like... But I want it to also be... this is hard. Alright, I give up. I'm glad they conceded. There's a pile that I want to build that kills them next turn, but doesn't empty our library. Maybe we just, like, ditch this LED stuff because I keep getting hung up on it. Can we win with, like, Petal? No, because we need multiple mana to cast the Thoracle, right? So we can't do, like, the stupid Petal shit. But can we? We have land. We could draw land plus Petal. Wait, hang on. I might have figured it out. Chat. So we draw Brainstorm. We cast Brainstorm. So draw Brainstorm. 4 cards left in library. Cast Brainstorm. Draw down to 1 card in library. Have to put 2 back. Draw land, Petal, Thoracle. Put back Duress. Wait, no. We need a Cycler. We can do this. Chat. All right. I think I might have figured it out. Cycler, Brainstorm, land, Petal, Thoracle, right? Cycle, yes, Street Wraith into the Brainstorm. Draw all 3 cards of my deck. Put back Duress, Doomsday, play the land, play the pedal, cast Thassa's Oracle. We still have Forceful up the whole time. If they silence us at any point in this process, we can just go off the following turn. All right, we did it. We did it. Are you happy, Akalith? Are you satisfied? We figured out the pile. I'm so proud. Our evolution from the start of the stream to the end of the stream, truly magnificent. We've basically ascended at this point. It's the pile of 5 treasure chests got open. I only won 1 treasure chest. My moment in 5. Oh Christ! This was. Double Mind Break Trap gets me there. Yeah, I'll concede the Double Mind Break Trap. They can have that win. You've never been a better Doomsday player than you are right now. Oh, that is miserable to think about. Horrible. I'm also sad we never got to play versus TNT. That would have been really funny. Honestly. Oh god. This was dreadful. This was truly a very painful process. We 3-2'd and like almost always. So what were our losses? How many times did we lose a game? We lost 4 games and 3 of them were killing ourselves, right? We had Doomsday piles that like, well, no, two of our games were killing. 3 of our games were killing ourselves because I'm an idiot. 1 of our games was genuinely like 8 cast. You can't play around everything as Doomsday. It's hard. 2 of our games were killing ourselves on Doomsday piles. 1 of our games was killing ourselves, not forcefully the opposite stage when it was just forceful, just in my hand. But like honestly, all said and done, I think we did pretty okay.
Did you win?
We went 3-2, and I only killed myself 3 times. Lily, not right now.
She's excited. I'm back.
She can be excited in a different room. Please.
No, calm down.
Alright, let's find someone to host. Let's go host Dukes. Dukes is doing 7 legacy streams over the next 3 days. Just leave, please.
Okay.
Just leave. I'll be done in like 10 minutes.
Get out of the way.
Sorry. Anyway. We'll go host Dukes, raid Dukes. He's doing 7 different legacy streams in the next 3 days. I think he's on his 2nd right now. Is he doing the one with Callum right now? The first one was with Koval, and he's got like 5 more over the course of the weekend. So we'll go send him some love. Looks like he's about to finish his league, so I should host him pretty quick here. But anyway, I do want to wrap this up. In total, we raised $2,960.88. That is mind-bogglingly more than I ever thought that I would raise. Thank you everyone who donated. Thank you everyone who just came and watched and hung out. Had a great time doing these 8 streams, the initial charity stream and the 7 bonus streams that people unlocked. Raised almost $3,000. I think I'm going to leave up the Tiltify until probably like the end of the day, and I'll close it out start of, April. But yeah, thank you to everyone who donated. I had a blast doing this. I will happily do more charity streams in the future. Once again, the donation link, !donate. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably too late, but maybe not. I appreciate everyone who came and hang out tonight. Apologies to everyone that I played against today and had to wait for me to suffer through, resolving Doomsday for 8 minutes per turn. This was certainly a league, but then we're done. I never have to play Doomsday again. We'll go raid Dukes. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had a great time. And go show Duke some love from me. I am going to go take a shower because I did. It's just so not for my brain. Anyway, I'll see you guys whenever I stream again. I had fun doing these charity streams, but it's definitely not a regular occurrence for me. We'll see the next time I'm bringing up the stream. I'll catch you guys all later.